Everyone who was tuning in this morning. Man, what a wonderful week it has been already. Wednesday morning, it's hump day, and it's just one of those days midweek where you're feeling a little bit flat, but you're not flat. But
because the Friday's nearly here. Nearly here.
It's hump day. But this morning, as always, we've got our amazing host. It's Pea Semu here, and we've got the brother Ryan and the beautiful sis Hana. And this morning, we're going to get straight into it. Man, how have you guys been this morning?
It's been good. I had a good morning this morning. I actually woke up early. So I was like, yay. We're getting somewhere in life, but it's been good. I hope all our viewers are having an amazing morning. If you're driving to work, please drive safely.
Yeah.
And I've been good. How have you been, Ryan?
I've actually been pretty good. I've been sleeping well recently. Yeah. I know I always talk about sleep every time.
Are you sure? Because I've seen that you've been doing a lot of back-to-back.
Your eyes look pretty red.
There must be a reason why I'm sleeping well. No, I've been sleeping well, so I've been waking up like really refreshed and ready to hit the day. I mean, last week was real busy. Yeah. But this week, back into the grind, back into the routine.
I know that everyone's slowly getting into the swing of things. My daughter is in daycare and everything. Well, the new term is education center. So guys, get it right. It's education center. So she's enjoying it. She loves it. Low key, kind of disappointed that I was kind of hoping she would cry for at least 2 hours. But you know what? It's good. It's good to see that she's independent, just like her mama. But man, honestly, hump day.
Yeah.
What do you do on hump day?
I guess on hump day you need to find more gas, to keep the car going. Not physical car, like yourself going throughout the week. Yeah, the maintenance going throughout the week. So to get that oil check. Yeah, let's start off with our positive quotes for the morning.
Yeah. So let's do our positive checks. And I like that oil check, because when that light comes on, man, you need to deal with it.
When that light comes on, I'm never checking it.
It's not just oil check.
Turning up the music and ignoring the
I love that. But man, let's get into our morning quotes. I'll start off this morning, or did you?
No, you go ahead. Okay.
This morning, for your hump day, my quotes to get you through this morning and through your day is: life is not about having everything. It's about finding meaning in everything.
That's deep. How about that? That's
Cash
a lot to think about.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's a lot to think about.
Yeah. What does it mean to you?
Life is not about having everything. It's about finding meaning in everything. It's kind of one of those quotes that you're kind of like, huh? Because even when I read it the first time, I'm like, I don't get it. What part? Life is about having everything, but then you realize, man, you can have everything in the world, but it means absolutely nothing. You can be sitting in your 5-star mansion and have everything, but it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. That emptiness, not kidding. That it's about finding meaning in everything that you do. That for me, it's about everything in life having some kind of meaning to it. So the little that you have, as long as it has some meaningful or some meaning to it, you're going to be okay. That's what this quote, that's why it spoke out to me this morning, because I don't have everything. But everything I do have, there's so much meaning to it.
No, that's a really beautiful quote. I guess the way I perceived it was just to be very intentional about everything that you do. Like, why do you wake up, And you need to know the answer to those questions of why you wake up, why you're at your job. Do you like your job? What is the reason that you're there? Why you have to wake up and make breakfast. Everything has to have a purpose. Yeah. And the more your life has a purpose, I guess it gives it more meaning. Like you just said, meaning.
More meaning.
That's how it came off to me,
You can scour the earth and find any little thing that might like satiate your desires for having fun or for whatever. But I guess at the end of the day, at the end of the line, you're gonna look back and be like, oh, I've got like $1 million in cash, but where's my family? Where's my friends?
Exactly.
Like the richest people are surrounded by the shallowest people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's really sad that like although they might have worked hard to get where they are, they're now in a different situation where their relationships aren't as fulfilling, like or as meaningful.
Right.
No, I love it, but it really spoke up because I feel like sometimes in life, especially now, we find out we think that having everything, it's like, you know, you see it all the time on social media.
So superficial, eh?
And they're like, oh, life looks so good.
Yeah.
But does it look good? Or does it have meaning? Because, man, behind those photos...
Exactly. There's something you don't know.
You don't know about those, behind those photos. So you can post and post and post. But, man, if you've got everything... And, man, big ups to you if you've got everything and, and there's some meaning to it. Congratulations.
You've clocked life.
That's it. Give us your ideas. But it's not always about having everything.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can have everything and still have nothing.
So my quote actually works like extremely well with that. It's a quote from Bob Marley. It's money is numbers and numbers never end. If it takes money to be happy, your search for happiness will never end.
Ooh. Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling?
I love that. Wait, can you say that again?
I love Bob Marley, man.
Yeah, I love Bob Marley.
He's like my idol.
So
money is
poetic.
numbers, and numbers never end. If it takes money to be happy, your search for happiness will never end.
Bob Marley is like, he's my philosophical idol.
Yeah.
I look up to that guy.
I mean, the music, I love that. I love... Yeah, so, you know, to you billionaires, where are you gonna...
I mean, I would like to cry in a Ferrari than my Mitsubishi that I have right now. But, like, yeah, I get it. It makes sense. But super true, like, don't put too much emphasis or value in things that can come and then go the next day, I guess. And just because you got money doesn't mean... maybe I shouldn't say that.
It's really hard because we're only human.
Hard, yeah.
We're only human because as much as we can be positive and you know share these amazing quotes, man, at the same time, man, let's just be real, man, because I still want some money. You said, like Hana said.
Don't get me wrong. If someone offered me money, I wouldn't turn it down.
I don't think we need to pay Ryan anymore. He doesn't care about money.
I'm no longer happy now.
Are you saying that you would do things for love?
Because love pays the gas, eh?
So Hana, what was your quote for?
Let's move on to our next quote because we're all just broke.
But you know what? But we have meaning to it.
We have meaning to our brokenness.
It's all about happiness.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can't wait for Hannah's quote.
This is a quote that I posted on my Instagram this morning. I have this thing where I post quotes on my Instagram every day because I'm Are you still laughing about that one? It's like,
I need to stop.
I didn't agree with that quote.
It's your hump day laughter. That's too real. Sorry, Hannah.
My life would change with $1 million. I'll say that. But Bob Marley still has wisdom to it because maybe when we get to being a millionaire one day, we'll understand what that means. But yeah, so I post quotes on my Instagram daily, and it's for like me. It's like a me thing where I try and create a routine every morning. I wake up, I read something positive, I post it, and I share it with whoever resonates. So this morning, I posted this quote. A shaman was asked, "What is poison?" And he says, "Anything beyond what we need is poison. There can be power." What's up with us? No. Anything beyond what we need is poison. It can be power, laziness, food, ego, ambition, vanity, fear, anger, or whatever.
Can you read that?
Yeah, sure. A shaman was asked what is poison. He responds, anything beyond what we need is poison. It can be power, laziness, food, ego, ambition, vanity, fear, anger, or whatever.
Oh, man. That was the breaker there this morning.
I'm
going to leave it there.
Quotes against the rich.
I know. I think when I saw that one, the reason why I liked it was because it kind of it knocked my head into like out of the matrix. If that makes sense. Like we're accustomed to this life where we wake up, we work, we go home, feed the family, we sleep, and that's it. But what this shaman answered was that life doesn't need to be that way. Like we don't need to live the way the system requires us to live. So anything that's beyond what we need, and that could be like addiction to social media, which I have. I need to get rid of that, by the way. Or addiction to gaming, or addiction to entertainment that's not valuable. That can be poisonous for us too. So it's just it kind of like knocked my head in the morning a bit.
Yeah, and thank you so much for elaborating on that, because I was kind of sitting here going, I'm not too sure if I resonate with that, but now that you've mentioned it in that context, I do agree with it, because I think we allow a lot of times, I'm going to say it, and I probably, my family, if they are watching, I sincerely apologize. But over the weekend, I was unable to attend my nephew's 30th celebration. I'm a person where family is very, very important to me. I love my family, absolutely love my family. Would do anything for them. But I think sometimes we need to find that we need to also understand that sometimes in life you have to make those sacrifices, and I feel like it relates back to that, because if we don't find if we keep going the way society says it has to be, or if we just keep doing what we're normal, what we're used to with our family, the expectation there has to be there. But sometimes it's okay that we make sacrifices for other people and communities and something. Even though at times I don't find the balance right, I think we also just need to remember ourselves and just remember it's okay.
Yeah.
Did I just go off a little bit? I did. Sorry, Ryan, over to you.
Yeah.
There was 20 minutes. I did not.
No, that's all right.
My take on that quote is like, it's living within your means.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like how I see it is, you can have the extra stuff. It's not necessarily poison, but if you start making your life about that extra stuff, then
like addiction,
Addiction,
yeah.
That's a huge thing. But even just what's the word when you often flaunt what you have?
Flexing.
Flex culture.
Showing off.
Yeah. Like showing off a car that you're still financing.
Andrew Tate, that's you.
Yeah.
Like be humble. I guess is what my takeaway is.
Man, Millie would be so proud. She raised such a good grandson.
Right.
No, I love you. Shucks. No wonder why the feedback this morning was, hey Bea, just some feedback. Can you just let Ryan know? I see why, you intelligent young man. No, I love it. It's always good to have those morning quotes to get us through your day. We know it's hump day. We hope you had a good laugh. I mean, it's just a little bit funny that we laugh at a few quotes, but man, it's an eye-opener. Yeah. And we hope, and if you do have any other quotes, or if you've got any, man, send comment below. And like, I think the quotes we shared this morning were actually quite deep. Yeah. And it was a lot to deconstruct. It was.
The conversation's not over.
Yeah, the conversation's
not over.
I don't think it is,
sure.
But if you have any thoughts on these quotes and what you think it means, just comment below or send us a DM. And
because what we're sharing is, it's just our own opinion. It's only to help you or help better your morning, hopefully. And then it's like, but you're laughing all the time, Bea. Well, that laughing is going to be a contribution to an amazing day. But guys, send us all of your quotes. Let us know your thoughts, man, because that's what we're all about. It's about applying meaning to what we talk about on the show, the Pacific Morning Show. That's us. We're going to go to a quick break. And of course, I love a little salmon jam in the morning to wake me up. And the next jam is a cover by Tory Blue, Oi La'u Pele Ea.
Good morning and welcome back to the Pacific Morning Show. We've reached that particular part of our day where we start to get a lot more deep with our conversations. Today for our DMC. So there's a documentary that's come out recently. I don't know if you've watched it but it's about the story of Manti and how back when he was a rising football star in the US.
So Untold, the girlfriend who never existed,
Yep,
that's a documentary.
Yeah. So he was a rising football star. He was destined for greatness. But the one thing that kind of held his career back was that he was catfished by someone he met online. And then after he discovered that he was catfished, the media all found out. There was a huge hullabaloo about how susceptible he was to online catfishing, how Renaya the catfish was like what her intentions were, like everything. It was just a huge mess that kind of resulted in setbacks for Manti's career.
And can I just say his career was like on the roll? Like he was onto something great. Like everyone was talking about him at the time, eh?
Yeah.
And I don't know much about football, but he was like a really like an up and coming prospect. Yeah.
So someone catfished the superstar.
So the way the story goes is that he had moved to I think it was, I can't remember Notre Dame, the university, to play football. And when he moved over, he had met someone online by the name of Lene. And they were talking here and there, but they weren't kind of making it solid. But then he started to lean in on Lene, and Lene started to be that shoulder for him while he was alone.
Yeah.
Away from his family.
His mom and sister passed away, right?
Oh, so that came.
Yeah.
No. That came later. Where so they kind of, what's the word? They kind of became real comfortable with one another, and then eventually they started a relationship. And so Manti had tried to confirm with family and friends the identity of this girl, and they were like, yeah, I know, yeah, she's real. So he was like, yeah, cool, I'll keep it going. They called on the phone, like there was no real suspicion whatsoever. Like it seemed fine. The only thing was they hadn't met in person, which I suppose at the time of this incident happening, where social media was new, like it's not a thing that you'd be suspicious of.
Yeah.
Like catfishing wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing now.
There's shows on it and everything. Yeah,
exactly. But back then it just wasn't like a common thing to have happen. And so they continued this relationship. Before he, if I can recall correctly, before he started his NFL debut, like a bit before that, when he was being like scouted, like looked out for, his grandma passed away.
Damn.
And then a week later, his girlfriend passed away. The girlfriend that he met online.
Lene.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the two of them had passed away within a week, and he had decided at that point that he was gonna be extremely focused and play like extra hard to honor the memory of these two, and that became his story. And you know, people are like real interested in stories of athletes.
Yeah.
So that became his story, and that became one of the reasons why he was a really popular player.
Football player, right?
Yeah, he was great on the field.
Yeah.
But they added this story behind him,
right,
which made him like a really popular guy.
Yeah.
And so he was gonna go into his NFL. Like he was ready. Like everyone was telling him that he was gonna be debuting as number one, as he's gonna be the first draft pick. But it had come out in the media that Lene wasn't Lene. Lene wasn't.
How did the media find out?
So there was one dude who worked for like a really small time media company. I think Deadspin. I think that was in the documentary. He got an anonymous tip, and they never really revealed who the anonymous tipper was.
Oh damn!
Which was like weird, yeah. But the anonymous tip was sent to the person, to the news guy.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, this could be a thing. Manti Teal's dead girlfriend doesn't exist."
Yeah.
Or has never existed.
Yeah.
And so he sent it to his buddy over somewhere. Like they did their investigations. They looked into the Facebook page of Lene. They looked into death certificates of the place that she lived. They looked into the university. No records whatsoever of this girl. And like you just gotta imagine what Manti was feeling at the time when the story did come out.
Exactly, because he didn't know, right?
So he had found out, I think. So you need to watch the documentary. It's so good.
We do need to watch the documentary.
You need to watch the documentary. There's so much intricate details in the timing of things and when things happen. So on that point, after Lene had died, Renaya, who was Lene, kinda was like, I miss it. Like when Renaya
I can't believe this. I literally can't believe this.
when Renaya created the story of Lene's death, after a while, Renaya felt like
she missed the experience.
I missed the attention.
Yeah.
And I missed having someone to talk to.
Right.
Because there were things happening in Renaya's life that weren't too great. So this was like the escape that Renaya needed. And then like after I think a couple years of Lene being dead, Renaya reached out to Manti and was like, "Hey, it's me, Lene." And then Renaya got a picture from the girl that he catfished as. So he asked her to send the picture of like specific things that Manti had asked for to prove that this new Lene was real and that she didn't die. And the girl sent the picture thinking that it was for Renaya's like dying cousin for some reason.
Oh my gosh.
And so that confirmed it, and that screwed Manti up. Like
mentally.
that really messed him up mentally.
What?
Yeah.
I'm laughing at it, but it is a heartbreaking situation. Like, I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I'm like all mixed emotions about this because at first it was kind of like, oh yeah, Young and the Restless, something that you would kind of like, normally hear. And then now it's like Bold and the Beautiful, and then Shortland Street. It's like Home and Away. It's like, Okay, I know that we briefly spoke about. I haven't seen the documentary, but
nah, man, you should see the discourse. I've seen a bit. I've only seen a bit. I didn't get into the intricate details that you're sharing, but like I've seen the discourse online, and we have a whole bunch of people hating on Renaya, right? Who was Lene.
Yeah.
They were like, "How dare you do this?" Fully dragging her, like, and then you have the other people who are like, stop blaming Renaya, right? Is that stop blaming Renaya, then they'll bring up the LGBTQ community and the mental health issues that they face, saying that why are you guys so upset about her? Like, she's telling her story, like, you don't have to put her down. And then also some people were talking about like the media's responsibility in this, right?
Yeah, it was, see, like catfish stories, even though the significance of it was because Manti was up and coming. Was a really good football player. But I reckon that the issue was like multiplied by the way the media took it, by the way the wider media took it. The mainstream media, they ran with the story that how could he get catfished? Like they were pointing at
just looking for a story.
Yeah. They were putting him out there as an idiot.
Is sad.
It's so
sad. But then
everyone was mocking him.
Yeah.
Like during that time, they were like our boss this morning, he was like saying that during that time he was a bit younger back then, 2009.
Yeah.
2009. Like the Facebook memes about Manti.
Because I didn't even know. I didn't even know that the story even existed. I mean, 2009, I was in my 20s, and Bebo days. I think we mentioned it as well. And yeah, I mean, man, I didn't realize that catfish. But I think for me, I'm more horrified with the fact that she came back to life.
Oh yeah,
that's the part that probably
was creepy.
That I mean. Okay, at first I was kind of like, oh yeah, okay, these things happen, but now I'm just kind of like, really? You missed it, you came back to life? Come on.
That creeped me out.
Surely.
But it's
surely she learned her lesson from the first time that it just destroyed someone's life.
I think it runs along the same lines as addiction. Because
true that.
As much as you can break away from your addiction, there's always that one hand, like, come on.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what was going through her head at the time. And like it's really bad that she gave into it. Like, but you have to realize.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that addictions happen.
Yeah,
you can be addicted to the attention of someone.
And you know what? Now that you've mentioned it, it's kind of like something that we also spoke of. Well, I also brought up. I think we talk a lot about it in church. that just, you know, a sin is a sin. Doesn't matter what it is. You know, doesn't matter, you know, if you know how big it is, how small it is, it's still a sin. And it's kind of like the same that we're talking about this, you know, addiction. That it doesn't matter what it is. It can be addiction to social media, coffee. There is an addiction in everything there is. Even if it's a good thing, it's still, there's an addiction to it.
Yeah.
Like you crave it. So I didn't think about that.
And like another good point to bring across is like, you know, when you're in love.
You do.
Yeah. You know how like, oh like geeky I've been, like the first, you know, honeymoon stage of love. You will go out of your way to do ridiculous
to be honest,
things. And like I know some people who've done some crazy things in like their first year of being in love, and now they just like look at each other like, eh. But like
honeymoon.
Yeah, the honeymoon phase. You know that.
And you know what, the honeymoon phase does end, but then
imagine being in the honeymoon phase, right?
Yeah.
And you've never met the person.
And then
your like body's like yearning for their touch, man.
And it's like you're yearning for them, and then you like, no, we need to end this relationship. Then you kill yourself off, and then you kind of like come back and like, no, it's my love.
I wasn't ready.
My love woke me up, brought me back to life. My love brought me back to life. But it's true. See, we never ever look at it from, and thank you so much, Ryan, because I was kind of a little bit upset that she brought herself back to life, because I was like, hey, what are you doing?
Was it the freedom resurrection of Jesus?
Was it Easter during that time? Sorry, but I'm just saying, I mean, the situations, it's pretty sad. I mean, I've seen, like, I've heard the comments.
Yeah.
This, Manti, his career was destroyed, or partially destroyed. And then I heard that, I don't bring up the whole Dr. Phil thing, because shut.
Yeah.
How do you do that transition so well?
We'll bring up the video, so we'll play the video.
Now, I was very concerned that Renee was giving me excuse after excuse when I asked him to do Lene's voice for me.
I don't feel comfortable at all doing this, you know, on TV.
Okay, if you're covering for someone else, a sister, a cousin, or whatever, I don't care who it is.
I don't want to go years from now and people are still YouTubing and making jokes about it.
I have to say, I understood that. But he agreed to do it from behind the screen. He did the voice. Turn that light off there.
Ready?
When you are.
Okay.
Hey, babe. I'm just calling to say goodnight, and I love you. I know that you're probably doing homework, or with the boys, or grubbing, with a fatty. But I just wanted to say I love you, and goodnight, and I'll be okay tonight. I'll do my best. So get your rest, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you so much, hun. Sweet dreams.
Yeah, so that's the kind of lengths that someone would go to. And like Renee describes it in the video, like those are the links that you go to for the addiction.
Yeah.
For love.
Yeah.
Love is an addiction.
It is an addiction.
Yeah.
And it's the worst one.
It's the worst drug. It can kill you, and it can also bring you back to life.
Yeah.
It really does.
Bonnie and Clyde, damn.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna go with that one. I'm so positive. Love makes you do a lot of crazy things. And honestly, it does. Hey, I mean, love makes you.
I didn't know how to think about this.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's just so many.
There's so many things that we can look into it. It's like the online bullying, the media reaction. It's everything, and then it's like.
I'm not laughing particularly at his voice change.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to conceptualize the thought process behind how this whole thing happened. And maybe I won't ever be able to understand it just as much as I won't be able to understand a crackhead. Not comparing Renee to a crackhead, you know, a crackhead to their addiction. But man, it's bizarre.
Well,
it's crazy.
I actually think that she is in love, man. This is mad love.
Yeah.
I'm deeply in love with this person. And I would go to the end of the earth to do something like this.
And they can come back to life.
That's
And also I wanted to put emphasis on Manti. He's such a forgiving soul.
I know.
After all the things he went through, like Ryan was saying earlier, that he forgave Renaya. Man, these are so bad of names. But like to have that level of empathy and humility is such a good thing to look up to.
Yeah.
Like just thinking about like the experiences I've been through, I find it very hard to forgive people who have done me wrong.
Yeah.
But
me too.
Yeah.
I say it. It's so easy to say I forgive you, but you know,
but like you still feel it, eh?
It's still in there. I'm still upset, guys.
Yeah. And like he's such a good example, and I saw like different images and photos to show how hurt he was like through this entire thing. But the fact that he was able to be humble makes me proud to be a Samoan, you know?
Yeah, but then it also brings up the point where if he is able to forgive Renaya or Lanaya, whatever name she's going right now, if Manti is able to put this all aside, you know, isn't that a superstar that you want to look up to?
Exactly.
Right?
Definitely a hero.
These things happen. I mean, 2009, I got catfished.
Okay.
But it's not about there. But I did. And, you know, at the time, it wasn't a big deal. Because, well, there's not Manti. You know, I'm not at that level. When you are at that level of success, of course the devil is going to be knocking at your door. And
exactly.
Guys, I've got something that I need to tell you about. Imagine in 2009, I got catfished. Would anyone care? No. It's like, what's catfish?
But that's right. Have you guys been catfished?
No, well, like online dating is always a risky.
Yeah.
And like there were times where I was looking at profiles like this is a bit sketchy. This is
true.
But I think I was kind of raised in the culture where catfishing was a thing.
Right.
So like I already knew what to look for.
Yeah, I didn't even know what catfishing was. It was just fake names. A lot of the time it was fake names. I think I used to use the like Nesian 123, too hot to 127.
Hot _ Bubba Girl 007 at hotmail.com. Nah, I totally feel you. And like I've been catfished before, but it didn't go far. This person, Bieber days, this person faked their image. Like it wasn't even them. Like this person was like this light skinned bulky dude. Yeah. And then I met him once and he hid his face. He was like, what is this? And I was like, bye. And then I went home.
Yeah, I got catfished. But then I met up with them, this person. Yep, and this was at our Polyfest. But yeah, it was you know, it's always a hard pill to swallow when you see them for the first time and they don't look like the profile picture, and you look and you're like, what? But it's kind of like me now. Like oh man, I hope no one digs up any old pics of me. Because
what do you guys think of the common kind of justification for catfishing where it's like, but it's me, like the picture's not me, but everything else was the real.
Nah.
Our conversations were real. That was me. Like,
well, not really. It wasn't, to be honest. That's my take on it. I mean, yeah, okay. So, but was it you? I mean, you made an effort to change your voice to suit a situation that wasn't you. So it still wasn't you. I don't know. That's my take on it, but it's not you. Sorry.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's a hard one, but
it's like
I know you played the part well.
That's it. You played the part well, and you broke trust from the beginning because you lied about, you know, who you were, how you physically look, and if you don't feel okay about how you look, it doesn't mean you have the right to deceive people because you feel that way about yourself.
And this is actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you can actually talk a lot more into it. The whole DMC thing, because it comes back to the whole, okay, not everyone is in love, or someone can actually fall in love with someone's personality.
Yeah.
And I feel like people
and I think that's what's happened in this situation. That
Yeah.
he fell in love with the person who was there to comfort them. And I think if we look at it from that lens, she was there to comfort him during the time that no one else could, you know, or had the words to comfort the superstar. Imagine if it was someone else who came in, who abused that situation and then robbed the superstar. But maybe she was a part of his success as well. I mean, who knows? You can look at it from any lens.
Maybe
right?
she was a part of his success.
Yeah.
Maybe. Could it be?
Yeah, so in the documentary, in Manti's case, he did say that Lene was a huge part of like his journey.
Yeah.
Because like a little bit, Lene would help with like football plays that he needed to do.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
Renaya used to be a football player. So
True.
Lene would know the things to say. Like,
Yeah.
Do on your
And he's gonna be like, damn, I got a hot ass girl who knows everything about football.
Yeah. But Lene did definitely help his career.
Right.
And I think watching Manti's eyes when he's describing how much of an impact that Lene had, he's still I would say, like, this is my interpretation, he's still grateful.
Yeah.
He's still in love with that
Person.
Yeah.
person. But
Oh my gosh, that is
obviously it's not what he thought it was.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about it? The justification of it was still me.
See, like, I know that it's wrong. Like, it's not you because you're putting on a performance as this person. But then at the same time, that brings in the question, like, if not for looks, then what else? Like, how are people going to, like, as a person who's not good looking, like, how are people gonna like be attracted to me, my personality, if they can't
and they know
past my
that they
face?
have
You should watch Beauty and the Beast.
True,
exactly.
Yeah, guys, let's go back to what year was
Walt
that?
Disney, 1990 something. Sorry.
So Walt Disney knew before,
Yeah.
way before 2009 that this was gonna happen. So.
Except the Beast trapped her in this castle and forced her. Okay, never
That
mind.
was a
Take that.
different-
Just
that's
take
a
that.
different
Yeah.
situation.
It's well,
Yeah.
kind of similar, but you know.
Yeah.
Man, there's a like.
So like you know it's wrong.
It's there's no justification
Yeah.
for what anyone who catfishes does.
Yeah.
Like saying that it's still me, it's still my personality. It's not true because you put on this persona.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you might have been chatting as per usual, but you're not chatting as yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what you should be doing.
I think it's just too messed up for me to understand.
Yeah,
I
I don't understand the situation. I mean, I think Hana earlier put it in, you know, the words perfect that she chose was, love makes you do crazy ass things. Yeah.
I just want to make one comment about the media, the media reaction and like the kind of cultural reaction to the whole Manti issue. The one thing that they kind of kept driving forward was that, is Manti gay? Like, is he a homosexual?
Yeah.
Like, as if that was as if that would have been a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, at the time, I get the attitudes were different to
So
LGBT.
different,
Like, even though it was only 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as
13 years ago. Damn.
It's not as kind of, what's the word? It's not as normalized as it is today.
Right now,
And there's still a lot more
Of course.
work to do.
a lot more work to do. But at the time, and I do feel like that was one of the huge things that held it back, was the implication that any of those NFL teams could have a gay football player on their team.
Yeah.
Like, and I just wanted to say that, like, that was
Media took it out.
extremely the wrong way for the media to take the situation.
As media does, they always, you know, and we've spoken a lot about the responsibility that.
Yeah, it's such a huge responsibility.
But times have changed. But yeah.
No, definitely.
It's definitely. I'm pretty sure this is definitely a topic that we need to discuss.
Look out for part 2.
Look out for part 2 of this conversation.
It's coming.
But thank you so much for tuning in. We're just going to go into a quick music break and we'll be back with our next segment. And let us know if you have any tips for people so that they can stop getting catfish, aka me and Pea.
Catfish, Colony Guys, Dream World. That's us. It's a cover. Let's go.
At school, I often think of you, my darling baby boo. You're always in my head. That's why I can't wait to go to bed, to close my eyes and visualize you right by my side. You're my dream girl, living in my dream world. I'm in love with you, please don't wake me up. You're my dream girl, living in my dream world. I'm in love with you, please don't wake me up. Please don't wake me up. Disneyland, and then we're at the Grand Canyon. So we'll be on the moon that afternoon, walking on the sun. My Hawaii baby, my baby girl. In my dreams, you're always near. Yeah, 'cause in the morning, there's a warning that you won't be here. You're my dream girl, living in my dream world. I'm in love with you, please don't wake me up. You're my dream girl, living in my dream world. I'm in love with you, please don't wake me up. Please don't wake me up.
Welcome back to our Good Morning Pacific Morning Show. I hope you guys are having a lovely morning and you're keeping safe on your way to work or on your way to drop off the kids, whatever that may be. We are now on our Did You Know segment where we just share some interesting facts with each other. And maybe you could use these interesting facts to talk, you know, to start conversations with people at work or just to have something to think about in the morning. So let's get straight into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting fact.
Did you know did you know? I bet you didn't know. It is impossible for most people to lick their own elbow. It is impossible for most people to lick their own elbow. I've already done it. I did it during the ad break. But the question is, I bet you all of you guys are
Did you do that?
No. Those, no, but the thing is, I bet you everyone's sitting there going like this in the office chair, going, I know you're doing it.
They're in public and they're like,
yeah.
They're like, oh man. I was like, well, if you can do it, then you send us a video.
Send us a video if you can lick your elbow, right?
Lick your elbow.
And we'll send you a prize.
People,
we'll send you a prize.
Yeah, most people is what they said. Most people cannot lick their own. It's impossible. For
Are you part of that 1%? Do you like making the impossible possible? Lick your elbow to me.
This is probably how you can get some annual leave. Hey boss, I can lick my elbow.
Boss, I broke my elbow.
I can lick my elbow.
Twisted my shoulder because I was trying.
Can I have the day off because I can lick my elbow?
I'm dead. All right, Ryan. Hit us with a fun fact.
This one you can pull out anytime anyone looks at you and says, "Oh, is that your second plate?" You can bring this one out. Like the Japanese word "kuchizamishi" is the act of eating when you're not hungry because your mouth is lonely. See, my mouth's just been lonely.
Shout out
to all the plus
Ryan
size.
never says no to food. He never says no to food. I have never met anyone who has never said no to food. And I think that's great, but like, you know, gotta think about your mouth sometimes.
Gotta think about your mouth being lonely.
Yeah, exactly.
Kuchizamishi. My mouth's lonely.
Well, what is it? Kuchi.
Kuchizamishi.
Kuchizamishi.
Kuchizamishi. My mouth is lonely.
I'm gonna use that more often.
Kuchizamishi, everyone.
Yeah. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, this is a bit dumb, but I found it funny.
Stop it. Nothing is dumb on the morning show, Hana.
Wait, if you hold in too many farts, the gas can be reabsorbed into your bloodstream and exhaled out of your mouth. So,
it's dumb.
Make good choices if you're going to release that fart or not. Because
don't exhale. Exhale. I love it. No, I really, you know what? It's what you can use for every morning if you're either trying to get out of a situation or whatever it is at work. You know, just some fun, upbeat, did you know information for your morning. Yeah. But guys, talking about a sticky situation, we have had a little bit of we've had a message come through online to our morning show about a sticky situation. So we're going to have another segment that we're going to include a sticky situation. It's going to be brief and sharp. Sticky situation. The anonymous person wrote in and said, "Dear Pacific Morning Show, my partner has left as an RSE worker and I'm nervous. I'm scared that he may find another person. What do I do?" Hana.
Damn, that's a lot of pressure.
Should I repeat what the letter or the anonymous message was?
No. So they're scared their partner might cheat on them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta face that fear. I don't know. It's this trust between her and her partner.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like there's red flags, if he's already cheated on you, girl, bye. Like, say bye to him.
Red flags.
Yeah, red flags. If you've seen any red flags, take note of those red flags. But it's definitely a conversation you need to have with your partner. But if he cheats on you, let it go. Let it go.
Oh, there you go. Ryan.
Yeah, I can't say much that disagrees with Hana. Like, it's all about the trust.
Yeah.
In the conversation of him saying, "I'm going to New Zealand, I'm going somewhere to work as an RSE worker," there should be the trust already.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a moment of doubt for anyone to be like in a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, keep your husband at home.
Just Zoom call every night.
Zoom call, tag call.
What about you?
Oh, well, you know, as long as the money is coming in, find another significant other. Let them pay the bills, girl. You got this. No, I'm kidding. No,
I like that advice though.
Just look, I mean, man, are we gonna go back to sorry. Look, I don't that kind of behavior. Look, you know, no one's perfect, and I understand. Everyone's like, say it there, say it. But look, if you are going to have those issues, you know what? Find a way to cancel that passport. You know? Just make sure that the application to become passport. Passport. Nah, but the truth is, it comes down to trust.
Yeah.
You know, you just.
That's a nice PC answer.
It's a nice PC answer, but if you're looking for a more toxic answer, head over to my TikTok because I'll tell you.
Do what's best for you.
Do what's best for you, boo, and do just make sure that those figures are in that bank account, and that those figures aren't going to the other person.
Amen. Amen.
I'm kidding. Just do what's best for you. Find deep within your soul what is best for you and what is best for your family. That's us on the morning show. We better not keep going because I'm going to get us into trouble. Guys, find that love and light in all that you do. That's us. Did you guys have any final words to finish off?
Yep, no. Have a great morning, everyone watching this. We'll see you guys again on Friday. And yeah, that's all for me, Ryan.
Yeah, as always, full of energy as the mornings go. But no, yeah, good morning. Have a good day. Yeah.
If you've got any subjects or any topics that you want us to share openly in our space, send it through. If you've also got a sticky situation, what was your one? Sticky
sitch.
Sitch.
I don't know, the sitch is not like sitting with me right now, but I want to try and make it happen, and if it happens, it happens.
It's gonna happen. Let us know. Don't forget to follow us, like us, and also on TikTok. Let's head over and do a TikTok. But have a wonderful morning, everybody. That's us. So fast before. God bless.